Stu.
Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris on the Nimnik Sports Update. The Jaguars are into week 2 of their off-season conditioning program. They haven't been on the field yet. They will be this coming week. Actually, the 17th of April is the first practice. They've got 4 practices scheduled that week specifically for veterans. They're going to teach them. Literally, Mike Mularkey was telling me how to get into the huddle. What kind of huddle are they going to have? Choir huddle, round, oval, one where a guy peeks in, who knows? But those are the kind of things they'll start going over that week. It's been interesting to kind of observe them in just the 2 weeks of this conditioning, because you can tell the guys have a very different attitude. Just being at the stadium, they have a little bit more jump in their step. Very interested in this coaching staff, how this coaching staff is going to approach it. Apparently a much more positive environment, and that certainly was what Mike Mularkey is trying to bring. Guys are already working hard, and it'll be very interesting to see how they do on the field in those 4 practices. You got those 4. Then the week after that is obviously the NFL draft. The week after that, which is the first week of May, basically, is the rookie mini camp, where they'll have 3 days to work with these guys. Then through the month of May, they've got their organized team activities, the OTAs, in essence every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of May. There's another mini camp in June, and then they're gone until they come back to camp in July. All of this is predicated on and mandated by the new collective bargaining agreement that the players and the owners signed before the season. So it's a little less kind of supervised time, and it's a little more compact. It's not as spread out. And I think that's certainly what the players were looking for. Speaking of players, this is a time that college football players really can't have any contact with their coaches. Their 20 days in the off season in the spring are done. The Gators' orange and blue game, showed some improvement that didn't solve their quarterback situation. In fact, it probably muddled it a little bit, because both Driscoll and Brissett played reasonably well in the game and certainly showed their strengths. The G-Day game, which is last Saturday in Athens, is going to have Aaron Murray, and then we don't know who. They've got a lot of different things they've got to fill on offense, and that's what Georgia will be looking for. The Garnet and Gold game in Tallahassee will feature E.J. Manuel. Wherever he goes, that's where that team's going to go. They've got some holes to fill as well. What's neat about Florida State is that Jimbo Fisher lets them pick sides. The captains and the seniors get together and they go, okay, you have him, but you have to take him. So that's kind of funny. Really some team bonding in that. And the JU spring game will maybe have a quarterback emerge. One of the interesting things about that is that Cade Bell, who was Kerwin Bell's son, the head coach, is among the competitors for that job now that Josh McGregor has moved on and is hoping to play somewhere professionally. Tim Tebow had his gala in town on Friday and Saturday at the TPC at Sawgrass. He had a lot of big stars there. He had Lindsey Vaughn, he had Bubba Watson. And how about this little tidbit? Bubba Watson's player badge number in Augusta was 15, and he saved it and presented it to his friend Tim on Friday night at the gala. They'll raise a lot of money for the Tim Tebow Foundation, as Tim seems to do, no matter where he goes. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnik Sports Update.